Why YouTube? Why post this to YouTube? Simply said, I know you watch. I know you see it. A few things that gets under my crawl. See, people say you're brothers and they have nothing against you, but yet they go to other organizations, steal your music, steal your entrance. But let's be honest, let's be real. War Chain. If we went one-on-one in a real promo match, judged honestly, you would get your ass kicked 3 ways for Sunday, because all you can do is a black screen, scream and yell, and do a couple little funny puns. And I know Flores thinks that's great and that sells, but nobody's buying his bullshit. Nobody's up for the old union gimmick again. The union gimmick was dead a long time ago, when you couldn't check your ego at the fucking door. When you couldn't be a man and shut the fuck up when you needed to. But no, you want to tell the world that the promo world is dead. You want to tell them that it's dead. Oh God, no, the promo world will never survive without the War Chain. Well, the Arts of Wrestling was doing just fine without the War Chain. And a lot of them young talents that have been busting their ass over there, they don't deserve to be shit on by a War Chain. Now, let me enlighten the folks to how you work. See, you probably went to Dave Flores and said, hey man, we'll beef up your tag division, but you got to put the tag belts on us, because me and Scotty have always dreamed of being tag team champions. So Scott Chambers, the Crippler, whoever else is on your team, and especially Tony the Hammer Morrison, know this is a big plot by Rick to get even for all the crap that happened on YouTube and that was posted in the EFED News World. Truth and facts 110% of the day. Now, see, a lot of people will say, old school, you're not even wearing your usual gimmick gear. Well, hell, I don't want to wear the black and white union because, well, they stole that. And I am the ultimate creator of the union. Not Rick Bickle. Not the War Chains. The union was mine. I created it. Go back to BTB and watch the video. I created the union. Now, once again, you can ride the coattails of a 5-time World Heavyweight Champion, where you've only been an elite champion in one place, and that was because David Flores had nobody else to give the title to. Now, did I go to the Arts of Wrestling? Did I lose to the Aussies? Sure did. Did I get pissed off? I sure did, because everybody knew it was a farce. Everybody knew I beat the man. Even David Flores admitted it. But for the War Chains to return to the place that he swore was the unholy ground that he would never step foot into, and that he would retire from the promo world, well, Rick, we all know what you are now. You are a fucking liar. You are a fucking joke. You are the promo world's biggest problem, the egotistical bitch that you are. Now, you know where to find me. I ain't hard to find, and I ain't hard to message, because I've got my phone 110% of the day. But let me be very clear. If you thought you were going to bait me, come back to Arts of Wrestling, never going to happen. Do you think I want to show up and run a little storyline so you can tell Dave, oh man, put me over so I look like the ultimate member of the union? How about this? Open scale, EFED News World. They're willing to do it. Old school versus War Chains, but I bet you don't show up there. I mean, you can send Scotty like you always do to do your bitch work and fucking run his mouth for you. See, I love Scotty to death. I respect Scotty, but I don't respect you anymore. And I think you're running Scotty down a road of denial. You're running Scotty into a place that he should have never been. Walking arm in arm with you, going to Losersville. And unfortunately for you, you can win 66 more elite titles. Hell, you can even win the Arts Wrestling tag titles, and you're still not going to be as solidified as Scotty and my son were when they won the CU tag team titles. Now, why am I on here doing this? Because I'm sick and tired of the Reddick bullshit. I ain't got nothing against you, brother. You're a fucking liar. I ain't got nothing to say I won't say to you, brother. You're a liar. You don't think people have been sharing? You don't think people have been talking? Well, here I am, live and living color, telling you exactly how I feel right now. Rick, you know why I didn't back you up? You know why I didn't stand beside you when people were calling you the racist and all this other bullshit? Because I didn't need to defame my name. I didn't need to be drugged through the sewer and the trash like you have been. But yet you insist on doing it because you think the War Chain is this iconic character. You didn't beat Mr. E. I have the title that you couldn't win right over there. I even let you hold it on your shoulder just so you knew what it felt like to be a real world champion. You're welcome. Now, see, I could have showed up in Arts of Wrestling and did this shoot, but you know what? I'm not giving David Flores no hits. I'm not giving the Arts of Wrestling no clout. I watched the show. It was a great show. I'll give the Arts Wrestling props. Great show until, well, they let the union shit on it. See the countdown? That's me. The music? That's me. And everybody marked out until they saw your face. And they went, oh, this fucking guy again. Jesus Christ, David must be desperate. David must not have any talent. David must be really scraping the bottom of the fucking barrel. Because, see, I talked to a couple people that are in the arts, and they said David really wanted to reach out to you, bring you back, because he needed you. But he knew you wouldn't come back. Because, see, I'm a man of my fucking word. I'm a man who stands beside what he says. I won't go back to the arts wrestling. And if you think it's baiting me to come back and fight you, I told you where we'll go. eFed News World, Grant Miller will guarantee a fair judged match. And believe me, your little dark room and fucking one-liners all night long ain't going to win a promo. See, I'm the master of the shoot. I always have been. You know you couldn't compete with it. And no, this isn't ego. This is plain, simple facts. And if you don't believe me, let's take a walk down history lane, shall we? I won my first World Heavyweight Championship right there. The BTB World title, one that you couldn't just get your grasp on. It was rough, wasn't it? Couldn't get your hands on that. And then I go over here. Come on over, walk with me. Lesson learned, son. CWF World Heavyweight Champion twice, 2 times, not just once, twice. Then, you know, I go to the arts, they screw me, but then I still have this belt, which don't wear that union symbol. That'll get covered up here today because I want nothing to do with no union, because the union was a false hope. It was a false brotherhood. It was never meant nothing to anyone. And then, see, I was going to show you a belt I created, but let me just show you the original that I earned in a tournament. Right there, the RPA Heavyweight Championship belt. So see, the reason I just took you down history lane, oh, almost forgot. And I also have 2 of these under my belt too. Yeah, you couldn't win that either on BTV. But anyway, the reason I take you down history lane, Rick, is because you want to be this iconic superstar and you're not. You don't shake the foundation of any promo groups when you walk into them. Nobody goes, oh shit, it's the War Chains. I got messages and see you talking about why you bring that guy in here. He's horrible. He does the same thing. But I believed in you, Rick. I was trying to give you a chance to be that guy, and you just shit the bed. RPA, they did the same thing. They believed in the War Chains, and you shit the bed. So plain and simply said, Rick, what are you known for in the promo world? Shitting the bed. Because you can only be one place. The Arts of Wrestling is the only place that'll put you over as a heavyweight champion, because David is so desperate to have somebody there. Was Chris Bowers a great champion? That's not for me to debate. That's David's group. He can debate that if he's a great champion. Do they have a great world champion now? Brett Laveau? I've seen that gimmick. Not bad. Will War Chain try to decimate him and take another elite title? I'm sure, but not until the tag titles that you were promised are put on your shoulders. So I hope Scott Chambers and the Hammer and all those guys know exactly why you're back. You only come back for one thing, and that's, you know, getting paid off. Because you believe, don't you? You believe that you need $500 for a matchup against Angelo, which Angelo put $1,000 cash on the table and you still wouldn't take the match. I was there for the $1,000. But that's okay, because I'm not here to really argue with you. I'm not here to debate with you. You don't need to DM me or PM me or whatever you do. Hell, you don't even need to text me because you have my personal number. Because see, as of today, right here, right now, the union is dead. Keep using it all you want. You're more than welcome to. Too bad it's a fake union. It's a fake, just about as fake as this piece of shit. Fake union. Piece of shit. The real union was created by me, solely by me, owned by me. Kind of like the PPF. Oh yeah, by the way, 980 members strong. A couple pay-per-views in, and not one bitching or complaining, and not one no-show. Son of a bitch. Maybe it was just a leadership before. So see, I could go all day long and prove to you exactly what I think. But I don't need to go any farther. I've taken you to the Hall of Championships, 110% earned, not kayfabe, not because the champion left and it was handed back to me. I beat everybody in my path and I earned my titles. And I don't go to any organization and beg for a tag title just to be tag team champions with my buddy. I earned those too. Now my son, he fully believes in you guys. He believes that he could trust you guys But there's one thing you won't do. You won't drive a wedge between me and my son. I just told him the truth, that I think you are a piece of shit. I think you are what's wrong with the promo world. I think you are what's wrong with all these promo artists who have an ego the size of Japan. Let's be honest. Unless you have help, unless somebody's standing beside you, the War Chains ain't shit. He's the weakest link of the whole chain. And I know that's cold, isn't it, Iceman? Pop to the Top Gun. See, I can go all day. It's easy. It's what I do. Because I'm a promo superstar. I put out the great product that people want to hear. I shoot the great product that people want to hear. But you will think that they want to see the black and white, the union, the man on the screen go, ooh, you feel me, I'm back. Big pop. There was no big pop. Everybody waited till the premiere was over so they could get past your show. Your part of the show was just not important. And do I feel like you guys want to put one to, you know, Scott Chambers and Hammer? You probably do. That's what you do. But what you don't do is you don't play fair. You can't go to a fairly judged match. That's why you go to the arts. You know what I mean? Because, hey, kayfabe's real there, and David Flores buys into your bullshit. And thus is why the original PPF title was delivered back to you. So he could bait you back in, bring you back in, because, well, the arts was dying. See, everywhere in the promo world, it's coming alive. The PPF is the biggest and baddest motherfucking organization on the planet. And no, this isn't me calling for a brand war, because everybody I have at the PPF would destroy anybody in the arts. Plain and simple. It's not even a contest. And that includes the union. I'll take my two top guys versus you two, and it wouldn't even be a contest. But I digress. You can use that line too if you'd like to, because I know the War Chain's running out of shitty material. See, I've gone on 12 minutes of a straight shoot to let you know exactly what I think, because you don't have the manship or the balls to hit me up and say, hey, I'm using that music that you came up with for the union. And see, I still use it to this day. It's my music, Rick. I mean, you want to borrow the glasses and the hat that says old school, and I'll ship you an old school shirt David Flores made, the son of a bitch. And then you can just be old school. And then you'll be relevant again. But until then, you're not old school. You're not a 5-time world champion. You're a couple times elite champion. One time handed it. One time earned it. Stop stealing people's shit, Rick. Man up. Step up. Balls up. Try to come at me in a real organization instead of taking pot shots in the arts of wrestling by using my fucking music. Did it rub me the wrong way? It sure the fuck did. But do I care about what you do? Hell, you're in the arts of wrestling. Nobody gives a fuck about what you do over there. So now, I'm done talking. I've had enough of the bullshit. This will be on my YouTube page until I damn well feel it needs taken down. And you can report it 97 times. You're good at that. But War Chain, this is the biggest OOC shoot you've ever saw in your life. And in case you don't know what an OOC shoot is, it's out of character shoot. This is not old school. This is Krista Rick. You want to be relevant, Rick? You don't have a shot in hell to be relevant. War Chains was dead a long time ago. About as dead as that melted Iceman that used to be around too. Pop to the Top Gun again. All day, every day. I'm the best thing on the market today. And just remember this. Flores couldn't get me, so he went with maybe the second or third best. Old school. Out.